If you're just joining us now, today is the night where I'm shooting to go 9s in the Supra. Definitely got the power. I don't know if we're gonna be able to leave the line hard enough. Right now I'm driving, get the seat out, I've got the exhaust off. I don't have the lightweight battery set up yet, but I do have the lightweight driver's seat. So weight-wise, we're looking pretty good. I just don't know if we're gonna be able to build enough boost, brake boosting it, and having the nitrous spray after to get a good enough 60 foot to do 9s. It's one of those things I feel like either we might break the record tonight, or we're not even gonna go 9s. It's either or, either it's just gonna work, or it's not. A little nervous that my transit's gonna slip, but maybe, just maybe, we'll still have enough juice to get across the line if we can make up the time in the first half of the track. But I don't know, I'm excited. This thing's fast. And apparently all the pulls on the street where it hooks super hard, we've been spinning. I didn't realize that until Luke was behind me. He was like, yo, you left 11s the whole time. And I'm like, yo, it feels like the thing just hooks, but that means it's gonna feel that much more wild on the drag strip. Are we gonna break an axle? Let's find out. Big boys are going on. The first time at the track with the Hoosiers. All right, the wheels are on. We're just gonna leave it as it is for the first pass, then we're gonna log and see if we need to make any changes. The trans slip is what I'm worried about, but we'll see. So much going on. I can also brake boost it harder, so that's a real good sign. Let's see though, did we run a 10? The 60 foot was terrible, but we might have miled an hour pretty high. So the mile an hour is good. We mile an hour 134. So that's fast enough to set a record, but we're only at a 10.7 so far, so we got a ways to go. Are we gonna run a 9 tonight? We might need to turn the spray all the way on. 10.75 sick, but like I went faster in the red car. There's so much going on that I forgot to put it in sport, so those shifts were super slow. Yeah, we gotta figure out the burnout. Yeah, so the problem is the car doesn't like partial throttle, and it started just hitting that limiter. Just hold your foot all the way down. Then it like freaks out when it hits limiter the other way. So I'm gonna call up Jordan and let him know and see what he suggests. I think if I do it in second, like quick shift to second. All right, run number 2 coming up. Find the happy medium with it. It's starting to get crowded here now, and I'm kind of at the point where like I want to, if I do get a pass where it leaves the line and does everything we needed to do, I want to make sure we're going to go 9. So instead of just running the nitrous as a spool lane, I'm going to try leaving it on the whole time, and then I'm going to manually disengage it before 4th gear where it tends to slip. So I'm just going to plug in and make that change pretty easy. the trans is mad. It's doing all sorts of weird stuff. Oh, I hope that's the one. That's still only a 10.6. That's very demotivating. Still the same speed that I went with the red car. Wow. I mean, a 10.6 at 135 is no joke, but wow. It just makes me like, what the heck is this thing gonna need? Probably a bigger shot to leave the hole harder is my guess. I think our problem right now, the 60 foot's been pretty pathetic. It acts a little weird if you brake boost for too long. So what I think I'm gonna do, I don't know if this is gonna work or not. The next one, I'm gonna go full throttle while I'm holding the brake, and it's gonna overcome the brakes and start to move, but that's when I'll let off. Because if I go full throttle, it'll start spraying nitrous sooner. So maybe we'll build a little bit more boost, and it'll be in the power band sooner. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I have nitrous on this car. Surprise! We're going on. I think, you know, and that's the problem with the bigger turbos, getting it a spool to leave hard enough. There's no trans brake for these cars. There's no launch control that works. I spoke with Jordan about potentially pulling some ignition timing in that RPM range to build boost more. That's something we haven't gotten around to. I'm gonna give it a shot, and if it works, we're gonna ice it down, try to get it cooler, and then hopefully, like, it'd be cool to at least get below a 10.5. And all that's gonna be in the 60 foot. So I'm going through the logs. In the beginning of the night, we were doing about 129 degrees for IATs at the end of the track. Just from heat soak, we're up to like 145 now at the end of the track. So the way to prevent that would be to have like a fan, like we did when I did that event with Titan, on the car in between passes. Or what we're doing now is putting ice on the intake manifold to help that. It would be cool if someone made like a ice box, like an aftermarket ice box, since it is a water to air intake manifold. But I guess there are some people playing with it, and it doesn't really help that much at this point. The place where most of our power is being lost, though, I think, when I go down and I look at the Lambda, we are at about, oh, that time we were right on the money. Interesting. The last pass, we were like 11.5, which is a bit rich for Ignite Red. This pass, we were like 12.1, 12.3, which is right where we want to be. I think I wasn't purging long enough before, because it wasn't like, I think there's something clogging one of the nitrous lines, because now it like
oh yeah, we got a little bit of AC going here.
Yeah, so we're definitely not running 9s tonight, I can tell you that much. But I'm gonna go with Jordan and see if he thinks we can put a bigger shot in it. I would like to get this car to do at least a 1.6 or 1.5 60 foot. I think that's what it needs. I know there's a lot going in the cabin, so just to kind of walk you through a run in one of these Supras, I have to turn off traction control by holding it down until it says VSC off. I have to put it in sport mode. I have to enable logging with the tablet on my lap, arm nitrous, purge nitrous, and then with a pull, I start in manual in first, manual shift the first second because otherwise it freaks out. Then I put it in auto for the rest of the run. No, I'm not trying to shift. Everyone always saying, oh look, Adam's grabbing for the stick, he's trying to shift. No. And then I turn nitrous off at the top of fourth, because that's usually when my trans would start to slip, is that hitting a fifth. So, right now what we're doing, if you look here, our current nitrous pill is a 41, and our current fuel pill is a 22. So we're gonna go up to a 62 on the nitrous side. That will give us from a 75 shot up to a 150 shot. And then, we're actually gonna go to a slightly smaller fuel, would this be called a pill? Yeah, fuel pill. We're gonna go to a slightly smaller fuel pill. Not smaller than this, but smaller in reference to the ratio, just because the car is going a little bit rich right now, and the ECU is trying to pull as much fuel as it possibly can out. So I think this next pass, we'll at least pick up some mile an hour, and hopefully with the way that I launch by flooring it right off the bat, we can pick up if I could pick up a 1/10 of a second, 60 foot, that's 2/10 in the thing, in the big thing. So
The big thing.
yeah, stay tuned. Alright guys, let's see what she does. My man! 1.4! Let's go! Wow! That might be our 9-second pass! We need a 1.460 foot, guys! Wow! Hell yeah! That was the jam! It worked! It worked! It worked! Oh, I hope we did it! I feel like it was a little rich, like it was a little hesitant in the mid-range, but we didn't slip the trans, and man, that nitrous worked leaving the hole. Wow! 1.460 foot in my automatic Supra. Oh, we saved. That could be it. That could be a 9. That's either a real low 10 or a 9. I don't know. Woo! Oh boy. I am pumped. Super pumped. Supra pumped. So I have to give a very, very big shout out. Otto from Titan told me that, yo, you gotta leave that thing in auto. And it made such a huge difference for leaving the line. It was insane. I think that helped with the 60 foot as well. Wow. This is a fast car.
I thought you left.
I'm still here.
I see that. You got full slip now. I fixed it.
Oh my god, so close to a 9.
You're getting there.
10:03.
I watched.
Gah. Oh my god, I can taste it. That's absurd. All right, I'm sending Jordan that log. We're running 9s tonight.
So close! So close! God damn it!
Damn.
Oh, I know! We're doing good though.
Ugh. Dude, I was screaming
Dude,
in the car
everybody-
at the end of the run. I was like, I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it.
Dude, the whole crowd went wild.
Did they?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Whew.
Oh, we're gonna get it tonight. We're getting that.
I'm calling Jordan. Listen, so the nitrous obviously worked, the auto shifting worked, but I think it was a little rich in the mid-range because like it jammed out the hole, but in the mid-range it started losing time. 136.5. Woo!
That's fucking fat.
I don't think we're gonna set the
That's
record,
fast.
but we're gonna run a 9. Yeah.
Open this up.
Nitrous jets.
I mean, yeah.
So the way that it works, if you guys remember, we have supplementary fuel with port injection, and it's actually a little bit rich still, to the point where the ECU, because it's closed loop, is pulling as much fuel as it possibly can. To compensate for that, Jordan pulled a little bit of fuel out, also had me go down a little bit on the fuel jet for the nitrous. So, with that being said, he also added a little bit more timing too, because this car had 0 timing corrections, looked really, really happy. So on this next one, we should have at least another 20 wheel. If we can get the IATs cooler, that time they didn't get up to 143, they only got up to 138. I think we can go 9s. I didn't think it was gonna happen at the beginning of the night, but we're gonna do it.
Ice, ice, ice.
You gotta do what it takes, man.
Yeah.
If you know a $6 ice is gonna get us in the 9s.
I mean,
How much
yeah.
did that ice cost, Shulman? $4 or $6?
I don't remember. I just kind of swiped the card.
See the ice.
Probably like $2.
Did you hear that? He don't even look at the price, he just swipes.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Adam.
Jordan made. Something's not happy. The car kind of went into limp mode and just obviously didn't make a pass. It didn't leave the line either. Unfortunately, it didn't log, so I have no data to go off, so we can't make adjustments. So what I'm gonna do is go back to the back to the map that we ran a 10 on, and hopefully just with a cooler IATs and a little bit better burnout, it'll be enough to get us in the 9s. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video here. I guess technically speaking, it is a good thing that we didn't run a 9 because then we wouldn't be able to come back. Where now, hopefully we'll be able to, oh, and by that I mean, once you run a 9, you have to have a cage, and I'm not caging my daily. So, with that being said, yeah, technically speaking, I believe we are now the 3rd fastest Supra in the world. I know the car from Puerto Rico, the Speedy Muffler car, ran like a 990, and then EK over in Bahrain ran like a 999, I think. So almost the 3rd Supra in the 9s, but I think we're still the 3rd fastest Supra, which is pretty cool considering we're a bunch of drift guys that don't know anything about drag racing. It's cool, I don't know, it's fun, and I think we should be able to get enough data on the street and figure out a few more tweaks to hopefully get, even if it's like 10 more wheel, or figure out what was going on with the launches, maybe from watching back in the videos. Just get everything perfect so when we come back, boom. And rather than running a 999, maybe it'll be a 989 and maybe we'll take the record. I don't know, but I definitely lost, I was losing steam thinking that it wasn't gonna happen, and once I hit that 146 foot, I knew that it was gonna be a good pass. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a fun one. I was super excited. Everyone was super excited, and I appreciate you guys. And there's actually, I never did a lightweight battery in that car, so I can still pull more weight out of it. So there's things we can do. I think we can get this car on the 9s. I'm not gonna say it's a 9-second daily yet, but it's definitely on the quest to being a 9-second daily. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up like thing. Yeah, that. And I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow.